I do wonder why Rockstar don't let the actors just announce it's them. Like, obviously, don't do any interviews or anything. Just to let them at least say you know what I mean? Like they're in it.
I don't know. I don't know. Other than the only what I can think of is that actors notoriously have big mouths.
Mm,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
And they like to keep everything hush hush. And I don't blame them. I mean, the only downside of that for me is that when you're working on something that's that long, and if
It
you
looks like
if
you're
you
doing
don't
nothing.
yeah, if you don't have a
Yeah.
chance to get out, like I had to turn down a few things when we were working because they coincided with that's my luck. They coincided when I was shooting.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
And so I'd go, yeah, no, I gotta I'm working. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And if it was even like a day or something off, Rockstar would have been fine. Oh man, no, go do that. Go do that. And but when it's like you got to work a week and you're in the middle of your 3 weeks or whatever, 4 weeks that you're working with Rockstar,
Yeah.
I wouldn't even ask to be off. So the thing that's kind of bad about that is that you have that black hole in the middle of your resume
Hmm.
where it looks like you haven't done anything. And for me, it was like double edged because I hadn't done anything for 4 years because I left the business.
Oh, and then yeah. Oh, so it's an
Then I
8 year
got
gap.
5 years, right? I got 5 years working with Rockstar or whatever, 3 years,
Yeah.
I mean, working with Rockstar or whatever it was. So I got
Yeah.
like a 7 year black hole. So you go
Yeah.
finally go on an audition, they'd be like, well, what have you been doing? You got nothing. And I got to go, well, I could tell you, but then I'd have to kill you because I have NDAs. So
Yeah.
that's the only downside of it. But I understand it 100% from their point of view because, you know, it helps with the hype. Everybody's like trying to find out who the guy is,
True,
and
true. That is
that's kind
true.
of fun, I guess.
Mm.
And and then once it does go, it
Yeah.
becomes huge. The IMDb uh star meter they call it, right? Where they
Did you go
rank
to
you
one?
on where you are on the star meter, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So when the first trailer came out, I got a screenshot of it on my phone. When the first trailer came out and I got outed, right? Uh, because Jimmy Tayanaka, a friend of mine, he was in Singapore. I hadn't seen him in 20 years, but he's a big gamer. He sees me in the trailer and he posts on Twitter something like, "Oh, my man, Ned Luke is the new lead in Grand Theft Auto 5. He's bigger and better than Statham, and shit like this." And I'm like going, "Oh my God, man, I'm fucked. I'm fucked. I'm going to get fired, man." And then I had a cousin's daughter who I had fired from my restaurant who saw it and said, "I
Oh
hate that
no.
fucker. Every chance I get, I'm going to kill him. And so I had to call Aaron, my
Yeah, but
cousin,
they
and
were fine. They knew
yeah,
you were
and
right.
go, you know what? You need to get that shit off of there. You have no idea how much damage you're doing. Okay. So yeah, so that was weird. But during that time when it came out, my star meter went to like 65,
Wow.
right? And I took a screenshot of it. Okay, great. Now it goes back down because you got 2 years before the game comes out. Once the game launched, I went all the way up to 42.
Really?
And Steven and Solo were right there too. We were just like, and you go, oh my God. And that's what they're in for. It would not shock me with as long as it's been if when
They
that
go to
thing
one
hits,
and two.
yeah, if they
Yeah.
go, I don't think they'll go that high, but it wouldn't shock me if they're in the top 10.